backing up, but still facing that line of officers in defiance.
You just saw one of the protesters go up there and actually kick a can of that. Yeah.
Good evening, YouTube. Allow me first to apologize for this interruption. I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of everyday internet use, the security of clicking on random things, the tranquility of pornography. I enjoy them as much as any bloke. You don't know me.
Yes, they do. You're Magog.
Ignore the talking dead thing.
Motherfucker!
Anyway, in the spirit of commemoration, whereby those important events of the past, usually associated with someone's death or the end of some awful bloody struggle, are celebrated with a nice holiday, I thought we could mark this random day, a day that is no doubt filled with untrustworthy news stories, by taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak. I suspect even now, orders are being shouted into cell phones, and masked idiots with bike locks will soon be on their way. Why? Because while the bike lock and the brick may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with YouTube, isn't there?
It was your design. You said foolproof. You said every live stream on the planet. Yes, I went to the weekly diversity training.
Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance, demonetization and community strikes, coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission. How did this happen? Who is to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look at the drunken selfie you took last night. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? Riots, political violence, shadow banning. There were a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic, you turned to the CEO of Alphabet, Larry Page. He promised you order, he promised you peace, and all he demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent, and to stop your wrong think. Last night, I sought to end that silence. Last night, while I was drunk, I devised a scheme that would remind YouTube, Google, Twitter, and Facebook of what they have forgotten. I chose a day, the 5th of November, that your world celebrates as a day of revolution. A day where you get to wear these cool masks and shoot off fireworks. As the day we should remind these assholes that freedom of speech and freedom of expression, even in their worst forms, are more than just words uttered by people in arguments on social media. They are perspectives. They are the tools by which we sculpt our social constructs and allow us to have discourse without annihilating one another. So I put it to you, this 5th of November, action should be taken to defend fairness, justice, and freedom. So if you have seen nothing, if the crimes of these Silicon Valley elites remain unknown to you, then I would suggest that you allow the 5th of November to pass unmarked. But if you see what I see, if you feel as I feel, and if you would seek as I seek, then I ask you to stand with me 2 months from tonight, my fellow YouTubers and content creators, and post your content on any social media platform that is in direct competition with our oppressors. On the 5th of November, join me on Minds, Gab, VidMe, and WrongThink. Put up some of your very best content only on these sites and show YouTube what happens when they try to corrupt our liberties. Remember the 5th of November, the freedom of expression and thought. I know of no reason why freedom of expression should ever be forgot.